Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So we're going to have a look at HOJO, competed at under 81s at the Portugal Grand Slam on day 2. And the last time we saw HOJO was the Kodokan Cup. He kind of caught my eye with this wrestling kind of like Seoi Nage. And if you haven't noticed by now, he's incredibly short for the weight category. In fact, even for 73, I would say he's pretty short. Just 165 centimeters tall. But he's got a really awesome style. It works for him. He kind of likes to get close to people. He's got some pickups. Sometimes he just likes to do a mat return, put people to the ground, and then look for the newaza, and that's where he's really strong. And you're going to see it here. Watch the quick pass. And then he's just straight into the osaikomi, very quick with the legs, dodging people's kind of attempts to put them back in the guard. So that was the first round. Second round up against Angui, and you can just see the size difference. I mean, Angui is a massive human being. But look at this. HOJO willing to take underhooks, get in really close, and Angui, he's the guy who separates. So really unique, especially from a Japanese judoka. And this is where the fight ends, guys. Angui making a mistake, not too sure if he knows about HOJO and how good his newaza is. But, I mean, he just got him down here. And Angui, he's a veteran of the game. He definitely knows what he should be doing in these situations. But look at that. HOJO just clasping down on top of him. Gets the osaikomi, gets the ippon, and into the next round. So up against Esposito here. And you'll kind of see later on, but there's a close-up. Well, not really a close-up, but you can see the writing on Esposito's belt. And it says Palati in Japanese. So I'm not sure if he kind of forgot his belt or Palati, someone named Palati gave him a belt. I'm not too sure. If someone knows the story behind Esposito's belt, it's kind of interesting. I see it a lot here in Japan. People wearing each other's gis just because they're not dry. Sometimes when you're training 2-3 times a day, you're just going to run out of gis. So you can see here, HOJO just again in the newaza, doing really well. And Esposito is kind of looking for an attempt at the arm, which caused HOJO a little bit of trouble. And Esposito does well to get back into guard. But HOJO, he kicked that out so quick. And Esposito here, you can see he's just given up. And there, if you can see, guys, in blue on his belt, it says Parati, so not too sure what's going on there. This next contest in the quarterfinal against Malai, and I was really excited about this one because Malai, as you can see by the posture, very wrestling orientated kind of judo style. Malai has good ashiwaza as well, so I definitely thought he would give HOJO some trouble. Also very experienced. But you can see here tomoe nage attempt by HOJO. Ouchigari goes to the floor. And then that kind of gives you a little indication of what's going to happen soon. Malai again looking for that big grip up the top, and then HOJO, he looks to, go behind, look for the uranage, maybe the mat return. Taking an underhook here, so, I mean, the judo from HOJO, very interesting. But here, unfortunately, makes a mistake. Malai, the veteran that he is, that's kind of a weird technique, isn't it? Yoko Otoshi, I guess. Not many people doing Yoko Otoshi in that kind of way, like Malai does. So down at Wazari, just less than a minute on the clock, and HOJO had to make something happen, and he defends the kind of reverse kataguruma that Malai likes to do, and then gets that ouchigari. So there was hints of it earlier on. So very well done by HOJO to kind of even the scores here. A Wazari apiece, and we're into golden score. And this is the mat return that I was talking about. That was definitely not an attempt to throw, but it's a great technique, a great kind of skill. And here's the pickup, front uchimata by HOJO against Malai of all people. I mean, that's kind of something that Malai is an expert at. And that was very impressive. So next up, we're up against Lee. I also got a video on Lee's performance during the day, so if you want to go check that out. And HOJO, you can see it here, did really well to just kind of squash all of Lee's attempts. And then you can see the difference here in the tomoe nages. HOJO is much more effective. Not a score though, although here gets an uchimata and 165 centimeters tall at 81 kgs, fighting all these giants, and gets an uchimata. How about that? So stays a Wazari up, gets through Lee, and he's into the final. And this was one of the shorter contests for HOJO against Alber. And you can see here, Alber takes a top grip, but HOJO, I mean, he's not really keen to break off the grip. He's kind of happy sitting with those grips around his back, around the top of his head, over close to his belt. Seems very comfortable in these situations. Looking for the tomoe again. And then this is the throw that ended it all. Really nice ippon from him. A tani otoshi, I guess we'll call it. And he almost looks a little bit surprised on his face. Can't believe it. Second at the Kodokan Cup, and now here. I think it was also at the Asian Games, but unfortunately I couldn't see that one due to copyright. It is what it is. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.